What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to talk about what? Game of Thrones. That's right, Game of Thrones. Now, why are we talking about Game of Thrones? Because everybody's talking about Game of Thrones, and rightfully so. But you ain't seen nothing yet. We are a few days away from the series finale, and you haven't seen anything yet. You thought it was bad with episode 3? So did I. And episode 4. You thought it was bad with episode 4? Here comes episode 5. Wait until episode 6. Based on the leaks that were 100% accurate for episodes 4 and 5. Once this actually happens, once the person that is in the leaks actually sits on the Iron Throne, and the general audience that doesn't live in the Twitter, online, social media bubble that a lot of us live in, once everybody sees this, we are talking about a fallout of epic proportions. It is going to be incredible. It is going to be unbelievable to witness. And that's the funny thing. It's only the beginning. Because Benioff and Weiss are then going on to produce and write Star Wars movies. Rumored to be within the Old Republic era. Do you understand the level we are dealing with here? The Old Republic is something that every Star Wars fan has wanted to see respected and brought to the big screen. And now the guys that have absolutely destroyed Game of Thrones in just a few episodes, they're walking away after this all-time collapse of the one-time great show known as Game of Thrones. They have collapsed this thing within just a few episodes. They have destroyed every character. Everything that was built up is now done. And once that happens, they move on to Star Wars. Now, Star Wars is in enough trouble as it is. We all know that. We all know it's very well covered here at Geeks and Gamers and all of the channels of what's going on with Lucasfilm and the disaster behind the scenes at Lucasfilm, the lack of leadership at Lucasfilm, the lack of understanding and respecting of the source material and the mythology of Star Wars. It's all been well documented. And now, with this collapse of epic proportions with Game of Thrones, Benioff and Weiss are walking out the door, leaving the ashes behind them, literally and figuratively, and they're walking into Star Wars, potentially the Old Republic. This story is just getting started. The unbelievable PR nightmare that we are looking at, I can't even fathom how bad this is going to be. Now, I am hoping, and we talked about this on the High Council last night, I am hoping that now it's being reported that Benioff and Weiss are producing and writing this Star Wars movie coming up. My hope, as a Star Wars fan, as a Star Wars fan that has completely lost all faith in Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy, my hope now is that Rian Johnson directs Benioff and Weiss's Knights of the Old Republic or Old Republic era Star Wars movie. Because I'm at the point now where I'm just burn it to the ground, baby. Just burn it to the ground. Like, and I've even talked about bringing Creed and Scott Stapp into it to just go ahead and let's just redo John Williams' theme and have Scott Stapp stand there with his shirt blowing with the wind machine and just talking with arms wide open when the Star Wars crawl is going. I don't even care anymore. This is the level that Lucasfilm has gotten me to. And this is the level of anticipation I have for Benioff and Weiss, because I've seen what they do when they don't have a strong story to guide them. This is them. This is their writing. What they've just given us with Game of Thrones. This is what you've come up with for Daenerys to go Mad Queen without any buildup whatsoever. You've completely abandoned everything because what? Because somebody was congratulating Jon Snow in a drunken party? That's what flipped the switch for Daenerys. And then the next episode, we see her standing there looking like death, looking like, she's been, tucked away in a castle room for like 10 years. Like, what? No development, no build up, no anything. Just like, hey, let's do this. Jaime's character completely abandoned. One of the great arcs of all time, Jaime Lannister, and in a moment, boom, gone. And he goes right back to the Jaime that we all loved to hate in the beginning of the series. literally becomes the same guy that he was in episode 1. Jon Snow. Why is Jon back from the dead? I don't know. Jon's lines basically are, "You are my queen," and fall back. That's pretty much Jon's lines in season 8. You brought Jon back for this? Arya goes from killing the Night King, and she's a ninja apparently, to then she's running in the streets of King's Landing, and she can't even get out of the way of falling rocks. What? Like, you've abandoned every character. Like, it's really bad. It's really bad. And since when can dragons just explode walls, by the way? Yet when Jon Snow's hiding behind those same walls in the Battle of Winterfell, all of a sudden it protects him. What? Or when Arya needs to run and behind the wall, it protects her. But then when the dragon's flying by and just spewing fire, it just explodes walls. Benioff and Weiss suck when they don't have a strong story to keep them in line. And these are the guys that could be writing Knights of the Old Republic. Are you kidding me right now? I can't wait. This is a beautiful disaster right in front of us. I can't wait to watch this unfold. I have no faith in this project. I have no faith whatsoever. So I'm just hoping for the worst at this point. Just entertain me. Bring Roundhead Rian Johnson in. Let him direct this movie from Benioff and Weiss. All of the controversy is going to be following them from the Game of Thrones fallout. Then you can bring Rian Johnson in, who is a liability to Star Wars in every single way. So bring in the Last Jedi negativity too. And again, bring Creed and Scott Stapp in. Let's just make it as bad as possible. That's what we're doing. So, to recap, you think it's bad now with episode 3, 4, and 5. But wait until episode 6, and then we have to deal with Benioff and Weiss moving over to Star Wars. It's going to be a hell of a few months. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. If you have not, please subscribe to the channel. Check out geeksandgamers.com. Check out our merch store. And we also have a sports channel called Sports Wars. We're just getting the ball rolling on that channel. So I won't be talking sports on this channel, but if you want to know more about that, go over to that channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.